नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरों श्रीयुधपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखामितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्द राधाकान्दा नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चनगौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। Hare Krishna. So I would like to welcome all of you for today's discussion on Sri Bhagavad Gita. We are studying Sri Bhagavad Gita chapter number 2, verse number 8 onwards today. So we completed till 8 last class. So what was the discussion? Can anybody summarize what we are doing till now? What we have heard till now from the second chapter? Anybody?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, Arjun is explaining the reason why he don't want to fight, why not want to fight. Means he is giving his reasons or his justification that why I don't want to fight.
So mainly that was in the first chapter. Yeah. Coming to the second chapter. Yes, second chapter also he is still confused. That's how it begins. Yeah, go ahead, Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu. And as we saw already at 2.7, he already surrendered to Krishna. That Karpana Dosha Upad Sabhavam, he already surrendered to Krishna. Now from 2.11 onwards, I think Krishna is going to explain him why you should fight, what is the dharma, and bring him out from the confusion what he is having right now.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Prabhu. So, after hearing all the justifications by Arjuna in the first chapter, Krishna is actually chastising Arjuna. We saw that in the second and third verse. He's saying, "Kutastva kashmalam idam." From where you got all this dirtiness in your heart? Kutasta kashmalam idam. From where you got all this? He's like a guru, spiritual master. He's chastising Krishna. Then he said. Then finally he's just coming down. He said, actually, in the third verse, he says that actually this is not going to help you. This is like you are clibium. This is like you are running away from the from your dharma. It does not become you. Actually, you are a Kshatriya. So you have to protect the dharma. And you are trying to run away from dharma, that is not fitting you. That does not become you. You are not actually like that. But you are doing something now which is not, suitable for you. Krishna says. And he says, just give up all these petty things, petty weakness of your heart, and be bold and do your dharma. That's how he's chastised. And then Arjuna again, little more. Just we can say he is again fully not convinced, and but by seventh verse he is saying that now I don't have any other option. I'm completely confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know what is right, what is wrong, because of my weakness in my heart. I'm not able to take a decision. So please help me. What is best for me? I'm asking you this. Please tell me what is best for me. I'm your disciple now. I'm surrendered to you completely. Please instruct me. You are my guru. Like that, Arjuna is asking. I mean, begging Krishna. Then, from the uh, from in the eighth verse also we have seen again Arjuna is saying that my senses are drying up, like that. So please tell me what I should do. Now Sanjaya is going to introduce. He's going to say. Now hearing all this, Arjuna has given so many justifications. Now Krishna will be speaking in some time. So before that, Arjuna, after speaking all this, he is becoming very grave, and he becomes serious. He becomes silent. Actually, that is what is happening in the ninth verse. Let's see. Sanjayo vacha evam uktva rishikesham gudakesha parantapah na yotsya iti govindam uktva tushinim bhabuvaha. Yes, somebody can recite the verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Sanjay Vacha Evamukta Hashikesham Gudakesha Parantapa Nayotsa iti Govindam Uktva Tushni Babhuvaha.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna. Sanjaya uvacha evamukta hrishikesham gudakesha parantapaha nayotsya yadi govinda mukta tushnim babhuvaha. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yeah. So anybody else can? Okay. I did not share the screen, by the way. I'm really sorry for those who don't have the copy of Bhagavad Gita. Apologies. So I'm just sharing now. So we are reciting this. We have recited the verse number 9. Now somebody else can read the translation, please. No one? Translation by Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I will read.
Yeah.
Sanjay said, having spoken thus, Arjuna, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. So Sanjaya is now narrating to Dhritarashtra. We know that the entire episode is being narrated by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. They both of them are not in the battlefield. Sanjaya got this vision, this blessing from his spiritual master Srila Vyasadeva. Because of the mercy of Vyasadeva, Sanjaya was able to envision what was happening in the battlefield, even though he was not present there. And he is now, continuing. He is speaking what is happening there. So Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra that Arjuna speaking all this, giving all the justification, he is grave, he became now silent. O Govinda, I shall not fight. He said, O Govinda, O Krishna, I am not able to, I can't fight. He is saying. So here there is no purport. I think purport, purport is there. Sorry. Purport is there. Let's read the purport. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Dhritarashtra must have been very glad to understand that Arjuna was not going to fight and was instead leaving the battlefield for the begging profession. But Sanjaya disappointed him again in relating that Arjuna was competent to kill his enemies, Parantapa. So, we know that Dhritarashtra is evil minded, so he is physically blind and also is spiritually also blind. So he is naturally, if he is an evil person, he wanted to pull the Pandavas down always. So he was very glad to see that Arjuna is not ready to fight and he is going to, leave the battlefield. All the Pandavas, they will leave the battlefield. Like they will completely go away from the kingdom and they will go to forest and they will start begging or whatever. So Dhritarashtra had a hope that Arjuna and his brothers will leave the country, leave the kingdom and go somewhere. But Sanjaya said, actually Sanjaya used the word, he called, or we can say that he said, Gudakesha Parantapa. He used this word Parantapa in his verse. So meaning of Parantapa is that who is very powerful and who has all the power to kill his enemies. So that is the meaning of the word Parantapa. So he said Gudakesha is Arjuna, and Parantapa means Arjuna is so capable of killing all the enemies in the battlefield. So indirectly Sanjay is pointing out that Dhritarashtra, you don't have to be happy. Arjuna is going to fight. Now this is just a temporary, he is not able to fix his mind, but he is very competent to kill his enemies. He is Parantapa. So in that way, he is not a coward, but he is having all the power, but this is just a temporary phase. It may change. So in that way, because Sanjaya is a devotee and he knows, he is very well aware about Arjuna's power and everything. Although Arjuna was for the time being overwhelmed with false grief due to family affection, he surrendered unto Krishna, the supreme spiritual master, as a disciple. So Arjuna is now completely surrendered to Krishna. We know that he is completely grave and he is not able to take a decision, and he completely surrendered to Krishna. Now in the previous 7th verse we have seen this indicated that he would soon be free from false lamentation resulting from family affection and would be enlightened with perfect knowledge of self-realization or Krishna consciousness, and would then surely fight. So false lamentation, here it is mentioned that he would soon be free from false lamentation. Now Arjuna is having that false lamentation because he is thinking that I'm attached to my family. If I'm fighting in the battlefield, everybody will be killed. So what will happen to them? All this, false lamentation he had, but that is going to change by the instructions of Krishna in the coming sections. Thus, Dhritarashtra's joy would be frustrated since Arjuna would be enlightened by Krishna and would fight to the end. So Dhritarashtra's happiness or joy is when Arjuna and the Pandavas, when they fail, right? This is the nature of a envious person, dear devotees. We should understand. This is the nature of an envious person. They always wanted others to fall down. They always find joy and happiness in the fall, or if others are going through a bad time or having some, they are facing some issues, an envious person will be happy actually. Oh, that should happen to them. Because of, they will think like that, So Dhritarashtra is thinking in that way actually. He wanted to pull all the Pandavas down. Yeah, and we can see that crooked, or we can say that envious nature in Dhritarashtra. Okay. Next verse 10. Tam uvacha rishikesha prahassan iva bharata सेनयोर उपयोर मध्ये विषीदन्तं इतं वचः. Yeah, please recite.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Tam uvacha Hishikesha Prahasanna iva Bharata Senayo ubayo madhe Visidantam idam vacha.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dhammuvaja Rishikesh Prahasanniva Bharata Senayoruvayor Madhye Vishidandamidam Vajaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Translation. Anybody? No? Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Smita Mataji, yes, please.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. O defendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna, smiling in the midst of both the army, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So now Krishna is going to start speaking from the next verse onwards. So here Sanjay is saying that now Krishna is going to speak. So after hearing all this, see the response of Krishna. Okay, in between Krishna chastised Arjuna, that is correct. But now finally Arjuna again surrendered. Arjuna surrendered completely now. After he's chastised in the second and third verse, then Arjuna was again confused and he said, I don't have any option now, I am completely surrendering to you, you please instruct me. So after hearing this, now see the response of Krishna. He is just Tam Uvacha Rishikesha means that time Krishna is, Sanjay is saying that Krishna is going to speak now. Prahasan. So after hearing all this, he is simply smiling. He is smiling actually. In the midst of the armies, he is smiling after hearing all this. That smile doesn't mean that he is, making fun of Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, you are a coward, you are a fool. No, not in that way. He is smiling because he is showing that yes, now Arjuna has come to the senses. Now he has come to the senses. Now he is asking the right question. So now it's time for me to speak. So in that way, and not only that, Krishna, for all these problems, for Krishna is nothing. For in front of Krishna, this is nothing actually. Krishna can do, Krishna can help the devotees he is ready to help all the devotees. Anybody actually, not only devotees. Whoever is approaching him, whoever is surrendering to him, he is ready to give himself. So in that way, and showing Arjuna, or indirectly indicating Arjuna that Arjuna, you don't have to worry. This is all small thing. This is not a big thing. This is not a big deal. I will help you. I have the solution with me. So no worries. You take it easy. So in that way, just to calm down, he is just taking it very. He is smilingly. He is taking this. And he is going to reply. We can see that the same even in the Rajasuya Yajna, when Shishupal was because of envy, he was blaspheming. He was blaspheming Krishna, right, center, and right, left, and center. Blaspheming, telling all the wrong things about Krishna. Krishna was very peacefully hearing that with smile. Because nothing is going to affect Krishna. Whoever is telling about Krishna, because Krishna is transcendental. He is completely, above all these material things. So all this chastisement, blasphemy, this will affect only people like us. We are completely engrossed in this material world. But even if we are ordinary people, but still we can also transgress this, or we can also transcend this level if we are taking Krishna consciousness seriously, then what will happen? Anybody who is chastising or anybody is, blaspheming us, anybody is telling bad about us, that will not affect us, because we understand that we are not this body, we are spirit souls, and we are part and parcel of Krishna. So, when we get that understanding, then actually nothing is going to affect us. This is the truth. Now we are feeling bad. Now people, if somebody is telling something, somebody is doing something to me, against me, they are my enemies, they are considering me like this. So many problems we are facing, right? So why? Because we are still in the bodily conception. We are identifying ourselves with the body and the mind, and all this somebody is blaspheming or anything, we feel bad. Our mind will be polluted. We feel so much distressed. Oh, they are doing like that to me, like that, and we will have ill feeling towards them also. All these are happening in the mind, actually, right? This mind is basically, again, it's a material thing. It's not a spiritual entity. Mind is again a sense for us. Is one of the sense, or master of, or we can say the main mana shashtana indriyani is one of the main senses. So mind is also material. So the point is that why we are feeling happiness, why we are feeling sadness whenever we are losing something, or whenever we are getting some material things. Why we are feeling happy when we get something, why we are feeling sad when we lose something, because we still think that we are this body. But when we come to the platform of understanding that we are the spirit souls and part and parcel of Krishna, then all this bodily identification, designations, praise, or blasphemy, criticism, happiness, sadness, heat, cold, all the dualities of this world will not affect us. So even to ordinary people like us, even if we come to that level, so what to speak of Krishna? That is my point. The point is that Krishna is absolute. Krishna is completely pure. He is completely transcendental. Not like us having a material body and inside there is a spirit soul. Not like that. Krishna is completely pure, completely spiritual. His body is there is no difference between for Krishna body and like for all of us, we say we are spirit soul, but the covering is body, material. That body is material. But for Krishna, nothing like that. He is pure. He is transcendental. He is absolute. So for him, any blasphemy, any criticism will not affect. So Shishupala was back to back blaspheming Krishna. That is not going to affect. It is like another beautiful example our Acharya says. Beautiful example. He says Krishna is like sun. Sun, we know sun is very powerful, right? So if there is water, so if there is little water spilled over, outside the home, sun will evaporate it very quickly, right? We are seeing that. Okay. Somebody is urinating there, for example. Somebody is urinating, some child. Again, sun will evaporate it. And after some time, that place will be pure. That will be, clear, clear, right? Even so many animals are doing so many, like they are also urinating, so many things they are doing. Sun is very powerful and it is, removing everything. But is something is happening to sun because he is evaporating the urine or stool, whatever, is that going to affect sun in any way? Is that going to stick on the face of the sun? No. That is not happening, right? Because sun is beyond everything, is very powerful, like that. Any blasphemy, any criticism, any praise, even praise also, even glorification also, when we glorify Krishna also, actually speaking, that is not going to give him some special, thing. He is already satisfied. He is aptakam, he is atmaram. He doesn't need anybody's praise or he doesn't need anything from anybody. He is completely, happy and he is absolute. But of course, when we glorify Krishna, Krishna will bless. Krishna's blessings will be there. It's not that he is. If you criticize me, like for example, if Shishupala is criticizing him and we are glorifying Krishna. Giving an example, two different contexts, okay? So, two different personalities, one person is criticizing Krishna, envying Krishna, blaspheming Krishna. One person is glorifying Krishna, saying that Krishna, you are great, you are the Supreme Lord, like that. For Krishna, actually both are equal. This is the fact. For Krishna, there is nothing matter, if somebody is praising or because that is not going to affect him. He is completely transcendental. Absolute. That is the meaning of absolute. So, but what happens is that even Shishupala was criticizing Krishna out of envy or out of angry, he did not kill Shishupal. I know we are now going to the 7th kind of Bhagavatam. I am really sorry. I am talking about now the principles we learn. We study in the 7th kind of Bhagavatam in the first section, wherein Parishth Maharaj is asking the question to Shudaya Goswami, that Hiranyakashipu Prahlad episode, just before that. These are the discussions actually. I am talking from that section actually now. So, Krishna killed Shishupal not out of angry. Not because of he was angry to Shishupal. That Shishupal is criticizing me, let me kill him. Like we think, somebody is doing something to something to me, so let me just give him back, give her back. Not in that mood. That was the time for Krishna to kill Shishupal, because this is the third incarnation of Jaya and Vijaya, and Krishna wanted to finish this Leela and give him the position back, as Jaya and Vijaya. So he was Jaya and Vijaya, Dandavakra and Shishupal, both of them. So that time came and Krishna liberated him. Actually, by killing Shishupal, he got liberation basically. He did not go to hell because of chastising Krishna. Why? Because he was always constantly remembering Krishna. Even though in a negative way. Even though in a negative way he was envious or whatever. But he was remembering Krishna. Because of that, he got liberation. Krishna apparently killed him, but he got mukti. That's the point. So, here also, coming back to our context, here also Arjuna is... whenever Arjuna had so many issues, problems, so he presented that to Krishna. So Krishna he was very casual and he is smiling and going to speak. We just took this part and we spent almost more than 10 minutes on that. Sometimes it happens, but it's all good. It's all good information and good discussion. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The talk was going on between intimate friends, namely Rishikesha and Gudakesha. So Rishikesha is Krishna, Gudakesha is Arjuna. So that both are friends, they are talking. As friends, both of them were on the same level, but one of them voluntarily became a student of the other. So actually they are friends. Now Arjuna has taken the position of a student. Now the friendly talks are going to change. Now Arjuna is saying that you are my spiritual master, I am like a student, you please instruct me. This is what Arjuna said. So Krishna was smiling because, Prabhupada explains, Krishna was smiling because a friend has chosen to become a disciple. So Krishna is thinking that now he was my friend. Of course he is my friend, but now he has taken the role of a disciple. He is asking me instructions. As Lord of all, he is always in the superior position as the master of everyone, and yet Lord agrees to be a friend, son, or a lover for a devotee who wants him such a role. This is a very beautiful point Prabhupada mentions. Even though Krishna is superior, even though Krishna is the supreme personality of the Godhead, he is not only supreme person, he is the supreme personality of the Godhead. Means there are 33 crores demigods, we know. He is the supreme of everyone. He is having that supreme position. He is a master of everyone. Still, yet, Krishna is ready to become a friend for all of us. Krishna is ready to become a son also. Krishna is ready to become a lover for a devotee. For a devotee, Krishna is ready to take any position. Krishna is ready to take the position of a driver. What to speak of other things? That is the position of Krishna because he loves his devotees. He is ready to do anything for his devotees. He can come down to any position, any level for the happiness of a devotee, for serving the devotees. That is our Shama Sundar. That is our Sham Sundar's mood. Dear devotees, we are just think about it. How great is our Supreme Lord? How magnanimous is our Supreme Lord? How merciful is our Supreme Lord? How merciful is Krishna? He's such a great person, such a great person. Zero faults. Whatever he does, he is perfect. He is ready to do anything for his devotees. Aham bhakta paradino, he aswadandra ivadduja. Like that. But when he was accepted as a master, he at once assumed the role and talked with the disciple like the master with gravity, as it is required. Now the mood is changing. Friendship, of course they are friends, but the mood has changed. Arjuna has taken the position of a disciple. Krishna is now going to speak like a spiritual master, and now the discussion is going to be a little serious. So with gravity they are going to discuss now. It appears that the talk between master and the disciple was openly exchanged in the presence of both armies, so that all were benefited. So Prabhupada says this beautiful point that actually this conversation is happening in the battlefield, so in the midst of the army. So everybody is seeing this, everybody is hearing also. Everybody can hear if they want to. So the talks of Bhagavad Gita are not for any particular person, society or community, but they are for all, and friends or enemies are equally entitled to hear them. So Prabhupada makes this point that Krishna did not take Arjuna to a secret place and he said, Arjuna, I want to talk to you something very secretly, come and let me give some secrets. He did not say like that. He was speaking in front of everybody. Because that shows that this Bhagavad Gita and these teachings of Bhagavad Gita is for everybody, not for a particular sector of people, not for some particular caste, not for only Hindus. There is no Hindu, Muslim, Christian categorization in front of Krishna. For Krishna, everybody is part and parcel, by the way. So this is for everybody. This is Sanatana Dharma. So Krishna is speaking for each and everybody, each and every one of us. Not for any particular set of people. Yes, now Krishna is entering into the scene. Now he is going to speak. So let's hear what Krishna is going to say. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Ashocyan Anvashocastvam Prajna Vadamscha Bhashase Gatasun Agatasumscha Nanu Shochandi Panditaha. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asocyananvashocastvam Pragyavadansya Bhasase Gatasu Nagatasu Nanu Shochanti Pandita.
Thank you, Prabhu. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sri Bhagavan Ashocyananna Shocastvam Prajnavadamscha Bhashase Gadasuna Gadamsum Cha Nanushochanti Pandidaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Translation? Someone
Hare
else?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for their living nor for the dead. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So here Krishna is saying the Supreme. So we can see here it's mentioned Bhagavan Uvacha. So Bhagavan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I think Prabhupada has already explained that in the previous verses. Or here also Krishna, he will explain. So Bhagavan means who is having 6 qualities in full. Anybody aware about that? Who can say? Bhagavan means, the word Bhagavan means he is having, there are 6 qualities, that's all great qualities, and Krishna is having those qualities in full, means 100%. Who can tell that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, ऐश्वर्य समग्रस्य वीर्यस्य यशस्य श्रिय ज्ञान वैराग्यो शैव संगा इति भंगना. Prabhuji, opulence, ऐश्वर्य समग्रस्य, and virta, like warrior, or what you call, Prabhu, virta, and
Strength.
yash. Yash means he is all over famous.
Yes.
And Shri means beauty.
Beauty, yes.
And Gyan means knowledge.
Yeah.
And Vairag means renunciation, Prabhu.
Okay. So 6, right? Nice. Thank you,
Yeah,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. So 6, there are 6 opulences for Krishna. One is all beauty. There is nobody as beautiful or more beautiful than Krishna. Not coming to that even to his, any level actually. He is the most beautiful person and he is all knowledgeable person. There is nobody who's more knowledgeable than Krishna or even equal to Krishna, because he is the source of everything basically. And he is the most famous personality. He is not like Sachin Tendulkar, or he is not like any celebrity of this world, Shah Rukh Khan or anybody. I'm sorry to say those names, but they are famous for some years, for 10, 100 years, or maybe 150 years. After that, who is going to remember? So, who all are remembering the cricket stars of previous, 100 years back? There were so many superstars who nobody is remembering. Even there were so many celebrities. We are not remembering anybody. Nobody knows. The new generation will not know. But we are now discussing something 5,000 years back. Stories. We are discussing the Bhagavad Gita, which is, Bhagavad Gita is eternal. Bhagavatam is eternal. All this, everything is eternal. But recently, this has again repeated. This Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has repeated 5,000 years before. Before that, he is already spoken many times. That we will see that in the Bhagavad Gita itself. He is telling this in the coming chapters, that I have spoken this to Sun God. I have spoken to many other personalities, Manu and everybody. So this is not the first time Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita, but he recently spoke. That was 5,000 years back. So 5,000 years back means it's long. When we compare with 100, 150, 5,000 means too much, right? So we are still discussing the same Bhagavad Gita. We are still discussing or studying or hearing the Leelas or pastimes of Krishna when he came to this material world 5,000 years before. In the Bhagavatam, we are hearing that. Why? Because he is the most famous personality. Still, people are discussing, and not only now. Now 1,000 years down the line, 100,000 years down the line, or till the next kalpa, next day of Brahma, this will go on. Nobody is going to forget. And people will still discuss about Krishna. So the point is that Krishna is the most famous personality. Yeah. So all knowledgeable, all, what are other things I said? Knowledgeable, beauty, and he is the most famous person. And he is the most wealthiest person. He is a Lakshmi Pati. He is the husband of the goddess of fortune. So he is all wealthy person. He is wealthy, and he is the strongest person. Nobody can defeat Krishna by the strength or valor. So 5 we have said, and the 6th quality is renunciation. Renunciation means he is having that he is detached from all the material things. So he is the most detached person. The reason is that all what we are seeing around is the creation of Krishna. But he is not attached to that. He is aloof. He is in the spiritual world. He is enjoying. He is doing his pastimes, and he is there actually. He is not like us. We are attached to many things. We are attached to our home, we are attached to our clothes, what to speak of anything else. If we have a old cloth, it is very painful for us to throw away. We would be using that for 5 years, maybe 8 years, sometimes 10 years. And maybe the color would have faded, maybe there will be some small holes. Still we are not ready to throw that, because we are attached to that small dress itself. That is our situation. So what to speak of big things. So we are like that, but Krishna is completely detached. That is why all renunciation. So he is having all these 6 qualities in full, 100%. And all of us, all the jivas, we have also these qualities, but in a very minute percentage. Krishna is having full 100%, we have some minute percentage, because we are a part and parcel of Krishna. And so we have all these qualities, by the way. So if somebody is beautiful, if somebody is powerful, if somebody is having good knowledge, intellectual, if somebody is very famous, so we should understand that all these qualities are actually coming from Krishna only, and Krishna is having the full and we are having some minute little bit. But we become proud with this minute opulences what we are getting. This is our problem. We think that I am the most beautiful person. I mean, not every one of us, but I mean to say there are people who think in that way. I am the most beautiful, or I am the most knowledgeable person. Like that, we will become proud for very small things. But nothing actually coming from, everything is coming from Krishna only. We should remember that. So he is not attached to all this also. So now Krishna is going to speak. Let's go with this beautiful verse. Translation. Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Now Krishna is speaking in a little, he is giving some heavy, he is using a heavy tone, saying that, oh Arjuna, you are a learned person, you are speaking so many learned words, but now you are grieving, you are, you are lamenting for what is not worthy of your lamentation, not worthy of doing that. You are thinking something which is not worthy of, you don't have to lament like this. You are just lamenting. Lamenting means he is getting sad, he is feeling sad. Those who were wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. So Krishna is saying that he started his instructions from this point onwards. He is saying that those who are wise, wise means those who are having knowledge, they will not lament for anything living or for dead, because they understand that this is all temporary. This will go and go. This will come, will be there for some time and will go away. So no lamentation for those who are wise, Krishna says. In the purport, Prabhupada says, the Lord at once took the position of the teacher and chastised the student, calling him indirectly a fool. So Prabhupada is saying that now he started speaking like a teacher, and Arjuna is a student, and he's calling him like a fool. I mean, indirectly like a fool, saying that Arjuna, you are a learned person, but you are thinking something which is not worthy of grief. Lord said, you are talking like a learned man, but you do not know one who is learned, one who knows what is body and soul, does not lament for any stage of the body, neither in the living nor in the dead condition. So basically Krishna is saying that Arjuna, you are actually a knowledgeable person. See, we have to understand, dear devotees, Arjuna is not a fool actually. Arjuna is a very, very learned person. He is a very sharp person. He is aware about the difference between body and soul. Everything he knows. But temporarily he is forgetting. He has forgotten all those. And Krishna is reminding him actually. So that is what that's how he starts now here by saying that those who are wise, they will not lament for any body, living or dead. As explained in the later chapters, it will be clear that knowledge means to know matter and spirit and the controller of both. Hmm? So, what is the meaning of knowledge? Krishna is saying that those who are wise. Wise means those who are having knowledge. So, what is that knowledge? Knowledge means to know matter and spirit and the controller of both. So, three things: understanding the nature of the material world, understanding the spirit nature, there is and difference between matter and spirit, and the interaction between matter and spirit, and also controller of both means knowing about the controller who is none other than Krishna. So that is the real knowledge. So here it covers matter and spirit and Krishna. What all things will cover is that the nature of this world. So this is the basic teaching for Bhagavad Gita. The nature of this world, the three modes of material nature, and how we are getting captivated in this world. All this will come under the study of matter. In the spirit section, we will understand we are not this body, we are spirit soul, we are part and parcel of Krishna, we are having a connection with Krishna, I am the servant of Krishna. So that kind of understanding will be there in this area. Matter, spirit, and the controller means understanding that Krishna is the controller of both the material and spirit. So this completely, this completely covers all the, or we can say this, the knowledge means the entire package of understanding what is matter, what is spirit, the relationship between matter and spirit, and about Krishna. So that is the point. So Arjuna argued that religious principles should be given more importance than politics or sociology. But he did not know that the knowledge of matter, soul, and the supreme is more important than religious formularies. So we are not going to discuss this now because we have already discussed in the previous section. First chapter basically. So Arjuna had so many justifications, and but he was not thinking on the platform of soul. He was giving so many justifications, but all under the jurisdiction of the material conditions, not above, not beyond that actually. And because Prabhupada says, and because he was lacking in that knowledge, means the knowledge of soul and matter and the supreme, the knowledge what we mentioned before, he should not have posed himself as a very learned man. As he did not happen to be a very learned man, he was consequently lamenting for something which was unworthy of lamentation. So Prabhupada is saying that this is, again, Prabhupada is not saying that Arjuna is a fool. He is actually a learned person, but he is behaving like a, he is behaving like a fool. That is the point. And which is unworthy. The born is, Prabhupada says, the born is born and is destined to be vanquished today or tomorrow. Therefore, the body is not as important as the soul. So, very important point. Prabhupada says for all of us that body is born and it will be vanquished. So, all of us are going to die. Each one of us will die one day. Today or tomorrow, we don't know when. So, the most important thing is that we are souls. So, we should not forget our identity and our relationship with Krishna, and with understanding this relationship, what I have to do now, what I should do now, what I have done in the past, forget about it. We can't change anything. But what I can do now, this is in our hands. We have to decide. Should I give importance to the body or should I give importance to the soul? So actually, we should give importance to the soul because that is our eternal nature. Body is going to vanquish. Today I am Sarvapalaka, Ramadas. Today Raghavendra Prabhu is there. Now we have some identity. But this is all temporary. This is all temporary identity. The names will change. The form will change. Everything is changed. Everything will change. This has been changing since time immemorial. That is what is happening to all of us. So the point is that the purpose of human life should be known. The purpose of human life is reconnect to Krishna and go back to Krishna's abode. Go back to that world where we actually belong. That is the purpose of life. Otherwise, we are wasting our time. One who knows this is actually learned and for him there is no cause of lamentation regardless of the condition of the material body. So one who is understanding that I am not the body, I am the soul, then there is no cause for lamentation. That's the point Prabhupada makes here. Okay. So now from next verse onwards, we can see now Krishna is going to give detailed philosophical knowledge, detailed philosophy of the nature of spirit soul. He is going to speak about spirit soul in the from the next verse onwards. I think more than 20 verses he is speaking on the same matter, same subject actually. Very detailed explanation. So by Krishna's mercy, we will continue in the next class. Okay. So thank you, dear devotees, for your patience and your enthusiasm to study Bhagavad Gita and the principles. So my humble request to all of you is that whatever we are hearing, whatever we are studying, whatever our acharyas, whatever Krishna is telling us, this is all for us, we should understand. Not for Arjuna, it's for us, each one of us. So let us try to imbibe at least little bit. Not we may not be able to change overnight, because we have been doing so many things which is like, which makes us forget Krishna. So we have to come out that situation slowly, by steadily and slowly, gradually we have to come out, and we have to fix up in the devotional service and take up this process seriously, so that we can achieve the goal of life. So that is the only purpose of our human body. Please remember that. All of us should remember our goal is go back to Krishna. So fixing the goal, working for it, this is what we need to do. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री भगवद गीता की जय, जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, शिला गुरुदेव की जय, सचिनंदन श्री गौर हरि की जय, श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम, निताय गौर हरि। हरे कृष्ण। थैंक यू।